fuel stability. We have not only ultra low sulfur diesel fuel, but we also have biofuels coming into the mix here. So what should we expect?
Well, with the biodiesels, they are not as stable as the diesel. They do like water.
Yeah,
and, now, biodiesel is very good for a lubricator.
Right.
But you would need an additive to stabilize the biodiesel, and EasyAdd would be able to apply that additive also.
Right. You know, that's incredible. Essentially, what this is doing is coordinating all of your additives that you're using for your truck.
Right.
I love organization. You know, this to me it seems like a very great solution to make sure that you're on top of all of that, because we're dealing with so many issues.
Right.
You know as well as anybody, over the years, going back to October 2002 with the introduction of EGR, and we've had so many engine specs then, and as we've mentioned, the different fuels since then, and biofuels that are coming into the mix. I mean, we have a series of problems there. So we have plenty of additives out there.
And it's easy to get confused with everything that's on the market, and and then the added problems of just keeping track of it, and
and what you need for what, and what season do I need, you know, which product and everything else. And improving the cold flow properties here. How's this going to help?
Well, again, we all know that diesel will begin to gel as you get at lower temperatures. And adding cold flow improvers in the winter will stop that from happening. It'll lower the pour point of diesel. We even have a heated version of EasyAdd that we're currently testing up in Canada.
Oh, really?
Some people know, some people don't, that additives will also cloud as you start getting in lower temperatures.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And so you would need to know what your pour point is of your particular additive. Some go as low as minus 10, some are as high as plus 14. But we do have a heated version if you're in extremely cold climates that you can keep the additive warm also.
Seems like a terrific solution, because I'm thinking of all the different issues we've had out here, Robert, and I'm thinking, can you put one on a Silverado truck for me?
That's in the works. That's what we call pre-planned product improvement.
There you go. Well, it's it's just so interesting, because you mentioned the pour point, but not only with the fuels, and especially like biofuels, which have a much warmer pour point. You also have that problem when it comes to the additives, which I think is something that maybe drivers weren't aware of. So you want to check that out. Let us know how that testing in Canada is going.
Absolutely.
Because I think it's just a terrific idea. Again, we're talking about making sure that your truck really is organized when it comes to additives, and we've got drivers out there that are using these additives. You're using multiple additives. Make sure that you're on top of it. Installation fairly easy for the EasyAdd?
Yes, takes an hour to an hour and a half. There's no cutting, no drilling, no welding. The EasyAdd bolts to the frame with J-bolts. Just hooks over the top flange. Again, like I said, we have 3 different kits for 11 different positions. You do not have to drill a hole in the fuel tank. You don't have to drain the tanks or any of that. We can install EasyAdd no matter what your fuel level is in the tank.
Wow, pretty cool. And what about maintenance? Are the drivers going to have, what is maintenance like?
There won't be anything for the driver to do. With EasyAdd, there's a 4-gallon reservoir for the additive. And that should provide enough additive to get them between maintenance cycles. And so you top off the additive when you go back to the shop instead of on the road. And depending on the driver's situation, whether they're owner-operator or a company driver, it would depend on who tops off the additive tank at that point. But, and we also have a portable version of EasyAdd for folks that have construction sites or farms, and maybe they fuel out of a small bulk tank. Then they can install a portable unit on the bulk tank and treat all their vehicles from one unit.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that's a great idea.
And we're going to have a version that will bolt to a 55-gallon drum or a tote, and so it's all self-contained right there in one place.
So everything's pre-treated as it goes out.
As it goes out.
Wow, that's great. Okay, well, obviously a brand new product here. So the question is, if they're not at the Mid-America Trucking Show, Robert, how do they get hold of you guys?
Our website is easyadd.biz. That's easyadd.biz. And we have all the information there in the order form, and they can place an order online, and we'll get get the unit out to them.
Wow, what a great idea. This is one of these ideas I pick up, Robert, thinking, wow, why didn't I think of this? You know, this is a great idea. Glad you did, though. Great stuff here. Robert, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.